Hello guys, I am back. First of all, I want to apologize for not sharing any videos for last 2 weeks in my channel due to my poor health condition. But the good news is I am fit and fine now and I have come back with much more dedication, a lot of new, fresh, unique idea about UX UI and web design. Also the graphics design. I'll be sharing those videos shortly, but no more delays. Let's start. Today's video is all about the dev mode for Figma. This feature has recently released by the Figma. In today's video, we're going to explore the basic properties of Figma and find out whether it is advantageous for the designer and the coders or not. So let's start. Here you can see my workspace in Figma, and there is a button with code sign. Here you can clearly see that it's showing dev mode, so I'm going to turn it on and so I am switched to dev mode. So let's see what you can. I am selecting my design. Okay, okay. So here it's showing all the details that has been used in this design. What type of colors are used? Also, it's showing the assets, I mean images that have used in this Figma. I mean this design. I am hovering over all the elements on this design and it's showing all the details. It's also showing the typography details of this font, the text. This text is showing that the colors, text shadow, font family, font weight, font size, everything. So it's very nice. When I'm selecting this image, even it also giving us an option to export that image, right? We can export it as a PNG, JPG, PDF in whatever format we want. But obviously, we are going to JPG or PNG. For most of the web design, we basically use JPG or PNG. Even we use as SVG also. So, uh, okay, obviously, it's giving every details. So it's nice. It's nice. Oh, here's the interesting thing. As you can see, when I hover over this element, it's showing vector. Actually, I created this vector. So it converted the entire vector into SVG code as we use in HTML or to create other SVG component. So it's very nice. But in today's tutorial, we are going to use this element as PNG. So I am trying to make this as much as simple for you. So I'm going to use it as PNG. So no more delay, let's start first. And one more thing. Regarding this dev mode, we're going to learn about one more feature that also released by the Figma. Figma for VS Code. Yes. So this is my VS Code and I created a folder and this is the basic index file uh, in which we are going to write the code. We will convert our design into web pages in HTML. So this is my workspace in VS Code, and now we're going to search about the plugin extension. My mistake. Okay, okay, I already searched for it. I last searched it. So there is the Figma for VS Code. So we're going to learn about this extension, the features it is providing, how it is advantageous to the coders. It's basically advantageous to the coders. You can clearly see that. So we're going to learn more about it step by step. But first of all, we are going to explore the basic features of it. After installing it, there will be a Figma icon that will be appearing on the left panel. Simply click on that. Then, okay. When you first time click on that, here will be a pop-up window. It will be telling you to log in into your workspace. Just log in into your workspace, the email ID, using the email, same email ID you are using for the Figma. So I have already logged in, so uh, you can clearly see that it is showing my entire workspace in Figma. So I'm going to select my code Z. So it's, you can clearly see that it is loading in the side window. Okay, okay. Here you can see that. Okay, it's basically project our workspace, entire workspace of Figma in the right side panel. We can easily navigate through it. We can easily traverse all the elements in our design, and it's showing all the properties in it. It's showing the depth mode here. It's showing all the properties of all the uh, components of this design. Okay, I select the image. Okay, okay, asset. Okay. Okay. Also it's providing a option to export our assets. We can easily export our asset from here also in any format we want. So let's do it. Okay. I'm going to export these as this is, we can use uh, both PNG and JPG, as here easily see that is high, it is a quite large image, so we are going to export it as a JPG. And okay, fix, here we can rename this image. Uh, I'm going to name it main underscore img. So okay, and then what is, okay, it's downloading images, very, I don't know what is that, but we have to wait till the this process is complete. Let's see what happens when it's completed. Okay, okay, public images. I don't know. I generally am going to use this only. And let's see what is to be. Okay, has it done? Public. Okay, so it automatically creates a folder named public, and in there it's stored images. So I'm going to rename it as images as normal HTML folder structure follows. So I'm going to rename that. Okay, let's now extract this vector. I'm going to extract it as a PNG. What we're going to call vector, vector, vector. Funny. So enter. Oh, I made the same mistakes. Don't worry. Move. I'm going to move into the image folder and I'm going to delete the public folder. Yes, delete. Okay, delete. Okay, so here you can see that image, there is two assets in the image folder. So let's move forward. So we're going to start from outside. So we're going to here select the post. What is it? Rectangle. Okay, outer rectangle borders. What is this? Rectangle 8. Okay, we're going to start from outer rectangle. First, oh, more important, I forgot. We have to add the font family, right? This is Jost, this is Island Moments. Both are the Google fonts actually, so we can easily or add those fonts CDN from uh, Google Fonts. So let's go. First, Josh. Okay, so we don't have to use all of this font. We are just going. We are going to see what font we have used. Yeah, font weight 80, 800. Sorry. So we are going to take only this 800, right? And I'm going to use this import. So next font is Island Moment, right? So Island Moments. Yeah, this is only one type of font, so we'll be adding it. Let's see, import. We're going to use this import, obviously. So copy it. Let's go to workspace and we'll be pasting it inside of head. In this case, as it is a short tutorial video, so I'm going to use internal CSS. So there is our font. So we are going to add basic CSS property. Some element comes with default margin and padding, so we are going to avoid it. So, so all the basic margin and padding are zero. We set all the default padding and margin of all element are going to be zero. We will add padding and margin according to us. So let's start it. Let's start from the outer rectangle, right? So we are going to name it as a post wrapper. Okay, let's see it. Post wrapper, right? Hmm, okay, so you can see that I have used 1047 width and height. Actually, you can easily understand that it is too much large for a web page or website on basic when you are going to see a web page in the browser. When you are going to see this design in the browser, it will take much more space. So I'll be using less height and less width, maintaining the same ratio. Basically, it is square, right? So we are going to use less width and height for better view. So I'll be doing first let it height 800. This is standard size, right? 800. Background, I'm going to use it. What is it? Copy, paste. So let's start. Let's start our. Okay, so we're going to open it. Okay, I'm going to open it. What is this? We are going to install extension. This you guys all know who knows the VS Code. You guys all much more familiar with this live server. What it does, it opens up a live server that's simultaneously loaded your changes and effects on the browser page. So let's start. I have installed it. So I will be open it with where is the live server does. Yeah, I got it. Okay. It's taking a default browser, so we're not going to use it. We're going to use it. Well, okay. Here you can see that. Okay. So we have to scroll down. I am going to maximize the screen. Okay. You can see now the complete compact view. So let's forward. Now again, this one. So I'm going to use a pseudo class for that. With an absolute content blank left 50%. I want this in the vertically and horizontally centered. So this property you should add. Okay, height. How much height we should do that? Sure, give that. Okay. Yeah, let's give it 88%. Width also the same. Border. One px solid. So can we see it? Oh my god. How is it going to happen it? Oh, my mistake. My mistake. Yes. Now it completely centered, but too much gap is there, so we have to increase our value. So what we can do? We can give it 92%. 92%. Yeah, perfect. Right? Almost. Let's make it 95. Yeah, now it's good. Okay. Now the images. Right. We're going to what we can say image wrapper. Okay. So see, we're going to add a class that what image one, right? As image one, then images slash vector page. We're going to add class image underscore two, and we're going to add the other image, main image. Yes. And we're using it uh, again, but we're going to use this as a different class. Okay, these three. So basically, what happened? Relative. First of all, position relative. Display 100%, height 100%, No, image wrapper. Now you can clearly see that this, I'm going to position image one, this vector as image one. So I'm going to position it absolutely. So at dot one position absolute, position absolute. So from left, how much it? Now you have to calculate that. Top 50 px, left 50 px, width. How much width you are going to need? What is showing that its width is 76, so we're going to use 75. Obviously, we will use the height auto. Mm, okay, the same goes for uh, image 2. Obviously, 1 second, image 3, but different will be, it will be right, it will be bottom. Image 2. No, obviously not. So you can calculate it if we have given this with 800. So I'm assuming to left the space about 300 pixel. So I'm going to display block. I am going to give a width of 500 px. Okay, height 100%. Software object fit cover margin left auto border when px solid. Okay, and one more thing, post wrapper. We are going to add overflow hidden. All right. Oh, okay. Let me correct that. RGD. All good. Let's see. Hey, okay. What happened? Oh, now we can refresh it. No. Okay. What we have done. Solid border for px. Right. Oh, sorry. My mistake. I added right border. Okay. So what our design is, let's see. Okay. This pseudo class is mm, is this picture came over the pseudo class, right? So we have to bring that pseudo class, that means before, on top of the image. So I am going to add the index 2. Now see, almost similar. Yeah. Now it's time for typography. Okay, I am not able to, yeah, right. Okay, for the typography, I'll be going to code. Let's add a div name text wrapper. Okay, so I'm going to add some property. Okay, one more thing important. As from the design, you can clearly see that this text is coming over all over the images, all over the background. So I'm going to use position absolute to the whole parent div to float this element, right? So position absolute max with content. It will require only that much space. that its content will occupy the space, not much more than that. So as content left, let's say 50 px, bottom px. Have it. Now for the content, new correction, you can type it or you can simply copy it. You know? Oh my God, I'm sorry, I copied wrong text. So you can type by yourself or you can copy. Fantastic. Okay, so here is fashion. Copy it. So I'm going to check break, new line, and cell. Copy, paste. So let's add some CSS to this. Text wrapper. P. Okay, let's see the check the property. Okay, I'm going to copy the property. I'm going to paste it. Uh, Stop. Okay, let me correct those. Always try to write CSS in minimalistic way so that it can load faster, right? So let me correct it the format. Even for better understanding, I left a gap between two lines. You can omit the gap too to load the CSS much faster. Always remember that. Write CSS in a very minimalistic way so that it load much faster. So that's it. Okay. We have to adjust some property. So let me do it on the developer console. Okay, before it's blocking from accessing this text. So I'm going to add a property pointer events none. Right now we can access the property. Oh, okay, my mistake. I just I didn't know why text shadow is coming like this, but in text shadow there can't be four variables. There can't. The four variable exist on box shadow, not in text shadow, right? There is a text shadow. You can easily see that. Okay, now I'm going to reduce some line height. What? Oh my, this is correct. And you can easily see uh, this property font size is showing 140 px. It is respect to the width of the rectangle that I used. It's 1047, right? Now I reduce the rectangle to 800, so I have to reduce some font size also, right? Have to let me adjust it. Okay, this should be just fine. This should be just fine. Font size is 120 px. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. Font size is 120 px. later placing it 130 px. What we have done, what what is it? Sorry, I was line height. Okay, now what we have to add some features like there is a text stroke, right? There is a stroke. You can clearly see that I have added some stroke around the letters, even in that also. Uh, Let me add a point regarding this. We cannot always exactly, we cannot always exactly make uh, add property like we can add in graphics design, like XD in Figma. So we cannot make some property. You cannot make exactly in code because browser rendering process are different. Let me. I'm trying to make this as close as possible. Okay. So let me work with some in developer console. Okay. Um, how we can make that? Right. Okay. Let me correct myself. Shadow. Let me do some work. Right. It is almost close, right? It is almost close, but not exactly, but almost. As I said, that not all graphics property can convert it into web or can be done by CSS because that depends on the browser rendering setting. So also that depend on the words. As you can see, F is perfectly as the image, HIO is perfectly as the per image, even E, even L. A, S, and N differs. So yeah, we brought too much close. This tutorial is just for let you know the basic features. So I am leaving. I'm not wasting too much time on that. Let the add this property to this element also. Uh, oh my God, what is that? Yeah, I'm going to color it yellow. Okay. So let me just adjust myself. Yeah, totally messed up. Okay. We don't think that we have to adjust those. Okay. And at the end, just add normal text property, right? 0px, 5px, 10px, and 000. Sorry, my caps lock has been on. So, so these are going to, I'm going to add Sorry. Yeah. Same for the two. We're going to add this also. Okay, let me correct that. X. Yeah. So quite close, right? Now we are going to add some letter spacing, right? To add some letter spacing. That's good, right? What we have in design. We have letter spacing now, so you don't need to add anything. Okay, let's refresh it. Almost close, right? So now for this element, the highlighted highlighter of the post, highlighted text of the post. Uh, let's add it. This offer text also I am going to use absolute to place in the post wrapper. So dot, and we're going to adjust the height and width. Not We are not going to use this height and width. As you can know, I reduced the post size, so you have to adjust the height and width of this element accordingly. So how much width I should give? 100? Let's see. I don't know. Mm, maybe I should give 150. Right. Let's add 150. Mm, px top 50 px. Okay. Background. Let's see. This much color. It is completely circular. So here border radius is given 321 px. But for the safe measure, we're going to use border radius 100%. It will make that element complete circular, as you know. Position, I have absolutely position we have added. So one more thing we are going to add display max self justified content center. Okay, and we are going to add the dashed and in this element dashed circle. So again, I'm going to use a pseudo element. Same concept, same property. We're going to position that in the middle. with respect to the parent element. So transform, translate. So let's fix the width first. How much? 85%. 85% order to be. Let's see how our design came. Oh my God. I have to add order radius 100%. Okay. It's we I have given too short width and height, so I'm going to increase it. How much? 250? 250 will be too much, right? 220 will be just fine. Let's see. 220. Let's see. Yeah, but I have to position it accordingly. Mm, left, top 182 and 120. Right, right. It's gone. 182 and how much top? 120. Okay, so here we are going to modify some. Okay, 3px. So, oh, here is given 4px. I have added 2px. So let's make it 4. Let's see how it is going. Yeah, going. It's good. Now, H2. Let Okay, let's add the property. Yeah, let me correct the format. Let it be. Okay, I've added all. Now I have to add fan. Right, display. Lock. How much? Oh my God. Okay, we have to adjust accordingly. Hmm, I don't know. One property is not added here. It's text from uppercase. Yeah. Rest of the property you are going to adjust from here. Okay. This line height obviously 50px, and we're going to adjust the size. Remember, we have to readjust the size according to the size of the offer text. So we have to decrease the line something. I can make it 55, and then line height is 58. Okay, let me do that first. 58px, 55px. Okay, so we're going to match the design. Yeah, okay. Let me check 160. Okay, this one. So we have to add this one, text line center. So that's it, right? Close, right? Most. So we have uh, basically, guys, this features dev mode is suitable and can easily be used for converting any mockup, website mockup that is made in Figma. So you can turn into a beautiful web page. I have just used this social media post to turn into a web page or show it in a browser by coding. So basically, as you can see, we can use this dev mode to any design that is made in Figma. But more efficiently, we can utilize these features for converting any mockup to made into a web page or or making a website, right? So that's all for the day. Let me know your feedback in the comment section. See you on next video.